side that leads that stinging crew. You want some football? We want it too. Hey, yeah. Hastings, it's a fact, we're back in town. Time to hear the band make the crowd go wild. The stadium's rocking, time to crank up the sound. Texas City's best have come to play. Field to field, there's just one thing left to say. We've been waiting all week for a Friday night. Get up on your feet for a stinging fight. More than a game, it's every fan's right. That's why we're waiting all week for a Friday night. Friday night football, come and see your stings. Watch them smash their opponents and make them scream. Players pumped, it's a place to be. Come and rock the stands with the TC Stings.
Welcome to Stingeray Stadium on the campus of Texas City High School. Ronnie Hazard along with Dennis Johns set to bring you all the action from Homecoming 2014 as the Texas City Stingrays come onto the field wearing the orange and orange. Dennis, Texas City and Fort Bend Bush, the Broncos, coming into tonight's game, both with mirror-like images as far as the records go.
Well, they really are. You look at them. Fort Bend comes in tonight with a overall record of 5-1. Texas City 4-2. They'll both come in with a district record of 2-1. And this really is I would say this is the pivotal game for that fourth place, or that not fourth place, but definitely fourth position, playoff position. You've got the strong teams that actually played last night in the district. Ridge Point and Elkins battled it out. You think Elkins would have won that game, but Ridge Point came off with a win. So both of those teams are ranked high in the state as well, both in the top 10 of the state. Marshall as well is coming on as a perennial powerhouse, and looks like they're going to probably take that third spot. The fourth spot is up for grabs, and tonight really gives one team a leg up. Really, it's do or die, to be honest with you.
Yes, it is. Boy, great game last night. Saw the Ridge Point Elkins game on TV. Just top-notch football. And you're right, this one is possibly for that last playoff spot. It starts here. Every game counts.
That's right. Texas City High School Choir, under the direction of Kathy Skinner, I believe is going to be leading us in our national anthem. And I believe we're almost to that point. tell you that's probably one of the best Star Spangled Banners that I believe I've heard in a long time.
Nice.
That was excellent.
Very nice.
I'm telling you, on that field,
right, different arrangement.
Very difficult to sing
yeah.
with the way the sound goes in this stadium. I tell you, that's a difficult task. That was beautiful.
If you're not used
great
to it,
job.
you sing, and about 2 minutes later, you hear the words you sang 2 minutes ago.
Right,
that's right.
Tough.
But great job by Kathy Skinner and the high school. You know what's really cool about watching the high school choir too is the diversity as far as you see cheerleaders, you see stingerettes, you see a little bit of everybody from every walk of life as the student body goes out there and participating. So good to see. Good
it's
participation.
A neat deal. Yep.
Good numbers. It's a huge crowd, huge choir as well. And
Ronnie,
a pretty good crowd here on hand tonight.
It really is for homecoming. A great crowd tonight. Great night for football. I'll tell you what, the weather has just done a nice. In fact, it's probably cooler outside. Normally, we don't say this. Cooler outside than it is here in the press box.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this Texas City team, Ronnie, we started out with struggling, but tell you what, pre-district played a super schedule.
Yes, they did.
Playing a very tough Friendswood team and playing Lamarck, who is state ranked in 4A. Dickinson, who is definitely on a roll. I'll tell you what, don't want to go to the swamp. And so, you know, they've really been tested. And I'll tell you, it's about time to make that turn. Texas City has some struggles with penalties, struggles with turnovers. And I realize tonight really is kind of the night that we need to take advantage of being able to secure the ball, hold on to the ball, and maintain our composure and limit those penalties. I believe that's going to be some keys to helping us get past this team.
Well, that's exactly right. We mentioned a minute ago this game being an important game. You know, in this district, with the competition that's here, every game, and it's a cliche, every game is important, but you take them another cliche, one game at a time. But at this point in the season, these guys really are battling for that fourth spot. The other three are pretty well going to be taken. Texas City still has Ridgepoint left to play, Santa Fe. Who am I missing?
Santa Fe, Ridgepoint, Santa Fe, and then next week at Willow Ridge.
Willow Ridge, that's the one I was
Thursday
missing.
night game.
So everyone a big game, but don't worry about the rest of them. Tonight it's the Broncos.
One at a time, that's right. Captains at midfield. Captains for the Broncos, number 40, Miles Rice. Number 60, Roderick Wicker. Number 63, Mibby Tanya. And number 70, Joshua Jones.
And for Texas City, number 5, Alan Mull. Number 14, Zach Heathcock. Number 52, Darian Trials. And number 65, Lorenzo Baeza.
Texas City won the toss, and they will receive. Wind going to be a factor tonight. Wind, Texas City actually is receiving, heading into the wind in this first quarter. Not accustomed to really putting the ball in the air, really trying to rely on a ground game. Probably will see them try to establish that tonight, continue to establish that under the under the leadership. We've seen Zach. We've seen a couple of different players at quarterback. Zach Heathcock, we assume will be under the helm tonight for the Stings, and a bevy of running backs. Jarvis Ford has really kind of stepped up and taken that lead. But I tell you what, Robert Frank, DeQuan Thompson, the other guys have done a great job of stepping up, and they're probably about 5 or 6 ball carriers for Texas City can really make a difference. And it's nice to have that kind of difference in your backfield.
Well, exactly. It's just what you need. And, you know, on the defensive side of the ball, Devontae Hinton gets preseason and deservedly so a lot of the press as coming back as a first-team All-Stater. He's had a good season going to Texas Tech next year, verbally committed there. But Ralph Anderson has come on and really done a good job for the Stings on defense.
14 tackles last week and an interception against Ball High. We've got Christian Weaver and Xavier Simpson back deep to receive the kick for Texas City. The up man we just talked about is Ralph Anderson.
Jorge Arriaga to kick for the Broncos from Fort Bush as we are about to get started, and this game is underway.
Simpson will take the ball at the goal line, runs into some interference there at the 15-yard line and brings it all the way up. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 23-yard line where Texas City will take over. 1st and 10 on the first possession of the night.
Darren Hunter makes the stop, a sophomore, number 6 for the Broncos. So nice run back from a yard deep. Texas City will get it like Dennis said, at their own 23-yard line.
It will be Heathcock. Jarvis Ford at the tailback spot. Take you through that lineup here in just a moment as we get going. 1st and 10, Texas City. Pitch goes to Ford. Ford heads to the left and is going to slip on the turf.
Just as he tries to make the cut, and it'll be a loss of 3.
Across the front of that Sting offense at the center, number 62, Darren Trials. Right guard is Ramsey Ramirez. Right tackle is Levian Vinzant. I'm sorry. I got to have some light in here. Heathcock hands the ball again forward. Tough sledding right up the middle. Going to be up to the 25. Picks up the negative yardage plus a couple more.
Is that better for you?
That's better. Number 71, Larvian Vinzant is the right tackle. On the left side, Lorenzo Beza, number 65, senior left guard, and number 64, Anthony Salazar, sophomore left tackle.
Sting's looking at a 3rd and 7 from their own 26.
Sting's passing here, in and out of the hands. Would not have been a first down had it been completed.
He was hit immediately.
Intended for number 7, Nevi Hernandez. And that incompletion will bring on the punt unit for Texas City, a 3 and out.
I believe that was Marquise Gardner that hit him pretty good. Actually, that was Pence Najuka.
Number 2, Marshall Servick.
Servick sets to punt this one away. Good snap. Straight kick, low line kick into that wind. The wind kind of holds it up a little bit, and it bounces out of bounds at the Bush 45-yard line. That's
right
where
at
they'll
the
take
45.
over.
That's right. Bush will get their first shot on the offense here in the game. Just underway. Like Dennis said, beautiful night. Roy Flagg standing straight up, wind just directly out of the north. Out of the south.
Sting defense, quick tackle, number 57, Chris Sampson. Weekend, number 99, Charles Hawkins. Strong tackle, 75, Andre Smith. Strong end, number 36, Dante Hayes. Sam linebacker, 10, Nathan Stahl. Rovers, 28, Ralph Anderson. Mike linebacker, Devontae Hinton. Will linebacker, Jarvis Ford. Left corner, Christian Weaver. Safety, Daquan Thompson. And right corner, Marshall Servick.
Broncos getting everybody on the field. Their quarterback, freshman, number 5, Wade Freeman. Freeman takes the snap from the shotgun, hands it off. It'll go to Alexander Wade, who doesn't get anything. He'll lose a yard, if anything.
Number 9, Alexander Wade.
Devontae Hinton there on the stop, but nice penetration by the Sting defense. Really pushes that front line back, and Hinton gets the benefit of being at the right place at the right time. Loss of 1.
Got a freshman at quarterback, a junior and a senior are his running backs. Number 9, Alexander Wade, is the junior. Number 18, Jordan Neal, the senior. Again, freshman Wade Freeman takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it, trying to get outside on the far side. Breaks a tackle and gets across the 50 down to the 48-yard line.
Tell you what, I'm trying to think of the word for that. I would just say pesky.
Exactly.
Should have been brought down
word,
4 or 5 times and just kept on stepping back, making us cut back, and Daquan Thompson finally able to bring him down.
Gain of 7. Actually, call it a gain of 7, but it'll be 3rd and 4 because they lost the yard.
Lost the yard, you're right.
That's right. So it's 3rd and 4. And we've got flags. Yep. They're going to back it up 5.
What you hate to see as a coach, you've run 2 plays and already got a penalty. That's one stat that we don't see in the district standings. We have a lot of different stats, and the one stat that we don't see are the penalties. We do know Texas City's penalties. We know they, I think, average about 9 a game, about 67 yards a game in penalties, and that's tough. So hope to see that, and that was built up a lot early. And I'd like to see that begin to take a turn here.
Now 3rd and 9 after the penalty yards are marked off. Freeman rolls back to the near side, gets some pressure, but he's got a man open in and out of the arms. Wide open number 18, that's Jordan Neal, but he couldn't hold on to it.
Not sure if that might not have been tapped by Ralph Anderson. Looked like he might have. I'm not sure why the ball wasn't caught.
Yeah.
Ralph took a swing at it.
Well, Sting's defense does their job. It'll be 4th down, 4th and 9. And number 21, Jorge Arriaga on to punt.
And Daquan Thompson is deep, standing at his own 17-yard line to receive the punt from Arriaga. And we've got a timeout.
Little confusion is the way they were set up for that punt. So timeout with 9:02 to play in the first quarter. No score here at Stingery Stadium. We'll be right back. Team's back on the field. Got a flag just as the ball is snapped. Got the punt off, but it was just a practice punt.
Tell you what, and glad it was a practice punt because that ball is laying at the 1-inch line. Unbelievable.
Wow, it did stop right there, too,
stopped
didn't it? That
right
wind
there.
took it and just stopped. But it's another 5 yards against the Broncos.
This is a night, definitely, if you have the ability, you want to catch that punt. Don't want the wind carrying it on down, especially Daquan getting a chance at least to see what it looks like. Now that snap seems to be a little suspect.
It was third. Actually, it was 4th and 6. Now it's 4th and 14 after the 2 penalties. So now he's punting from inside his own 30-yard line. Arriaga standing at the 29. He'll get this one away.
Nice high punt.
Yes.
Thompson takes it at the 24. That's where he'll be hit pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Thompson will pick up about 4 yards up to the 33.
There are 3 white jerseys not in on the tackle, and one of them's the punter. So, but doing just what you talked about, Thompson did a good job of fielding that ball.
You don't field that ball, you're going to be looking at 1st and 10 from the 4. So good protection there, not letting that ball take a bounce.
Texas City 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line, their 2nd possession of the night.
Heathcock in the driver's seat. Ford gets the call up the middle, has a block into the secondary in the second level there.
Well, he hit that
Picks up
hole
about 5,
and just accelerated once he saw the hole and did a nice job. Gain of 5.
A good hole there created by the right side. Darian Trials, Ramsey Ramirez as well.
Elijah Meyer made the stop. It's 2nd and 5.
Daquan Thompson comes in, goes under center, gives to Ford. Ford into the again to the right side of the line, and he'll fall forward for the 1st down. Gain of 6.
Stopped by Marshall Nudwecki.
Texas first down of the night here on the 2nd possession. First possession was 3 and out for both teams. Really identical possessions. 2 running plays and an incomplete pass. Thompson stays in. Nope, Heathcock comes back in. Under center he goes. Ford gets the call.
Nice hole again.
Follows behind Neffy Hernandez into that hole as well. Right behind Lorenzo Beza.
Stopped by number 35, Marquise Gardner.
Picks up a good 7 yards.
Gardner, senior linebacker for the Broncos. Stings seem to be getting a little momentum, a little rhythm going on the
rhythm,
ground.
you
That's
bet.
right.
You bet.
And now we've got timeout called. Texas City is going to take a timeout. With 7:22 to play in the first quarter, still no score. We'll be right back.
Following the timeout, switching quarterbacks, Daquan Thompson under center, gives to Ford. Ford is met immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Nothing there at all. I believe that was number 33, Pence Nahuka.
Kind of brings up third down, and he may have picked up a yard. Give him credit as he falls forward, but hit hard at the line of scrimmage.
Noku is what Mr. Campbell is saying from the PA.
There you go.
So
That'll
we'll
work.
call him Pense Noku. 3rd and a couple. Stings wanting to keep this drive alive. They've got 1 first down.
This time Thompson goes from the shotgun. It's a keeper up the middle, has some room. Crosses midfield, try to juke and jive. Had a couple of guys to beat, and he did a great job.
Gardner brings him down, but yeah, you're right. An excellent job, nice job as they disguised that play. Josh Gray took out, went wide to the far side, drew a couple of guys with him, watching him. And then Thompson brings it this way for the first down.
Good play call. I figure you're probably setting something up for a little later in the game, a little different look Texas City as well. Darius Brooks goes to the far side. Heathcock there to Cervic, right at the line of scrimmage. Cervic will turn it upfield and meets the whole stable of Broncos over there. He picks up 5 yards on the catch. Nice quick out route.
Right, Cervic goes about 3 or 4 yards up the field and then comes back to the ball, and it's right there.
Heathcock out. Thompson in. And again from the shotgun. Cervic to the near side. Brandon Edmonds on the far side. Thompson is going to keep. Acts like he's going to poke it up in the middle and swings it on around the corner.
Gets the first down and a couple more to go with it.
Gain of 7 and a nice first down again for Texas City. Thompson basically just following some blocks, being very patient on that run. Just letting things take what the team will give him. Heathcock at quarterback.
Got Noah Zavala out wide to the far side, and whistles blow. Flag was on the ground, but the referee says no call. I wonder if it blew out of his pocket.
Simpson gets the pitch. Comes left, cuts it back up, and going to pick up about 5 down to the 23, just inside the 23-yard line. So we call it a gain of 6. I tell you what, lots of personnel being used in the backfield for Texas City.
Exactly
I was going to try to count.
They're running guys in and out, left and right, front and center.
That makes it exciting when you get to do that way.
Absolutely. Gavin Johnson now comes in that backfield as well.
Simpson gets the call, follows behind Hernandez into the hole. Just about a yard or 2 away from the first down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark it there right at the 20. It's going to be 3rd and 2. And now 5 new stings come into the ballgame for this play. Got the big tight end, number 36, Dante Hayes, along with some others in the split backfield now here on 3rd and short.
Daquan Thompson under center.
Oh, nice.
Quick give there to Nephi Hernandez. And
Hernandez got the first.
Going to give him forward motion.
They're going to mark it at the 16-yard line. Look like Noku, Pensei Noku on one of the first white jerseys there for the Broncos.
Texas City with just 4th first down. 4th first down of the drive here.
Oh, 4th on this drive. That's right. So 5 on the night. But yes, a nice drive by the Stings.
Just keeping it consistent.
Absolutely.
Heathcock in the shotgun. Edmonds is the split receiver. Ford gets the call, shuffles through that right side of the line again, down to the 14-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards.
And in this entire drive thus far, 1 pass.
1 pass, and this drive started at the 8:40 mark, and we're down to 3:20.
That's what you like.
So just about a little over 5 minutes so far just in this drive. That'll get you your homecoming meal awful early.
There you go, Zavala.
It keeps up.
Yeah, buddy, and get me to bed on time too.
Heathcock fakes the give, and he's going to keep it around the corner. I tell you what, slips. Had a nice little Nice little opening over there. Slipped at the 15, and he'll get credit for about a yard.
Not real sure. He looked like he was wanting to hand it or pitch to somebody, so I'm not real sure if that was intended or not. But he turned around slowly and saw some room and had some room to get even further down the field. But like you said, slipped, feet went out from underneath him.
Not a good time. Yeah, not a good time for the drive to stall here. See what they do on third down. Third down, and we'll call it 6.
Boy, and those little flags on top of the goalpost are sticking straight
They
up
really are.
into the face of the Stings.
Heathcock, shotgun, gives to Ford. Ford
not much there.
tries to make a decision, doesn't see a hole, tries to stick it in there, stick his head in there, make something happen. And so now the decision comes to attempt a field goal here.
4th and 7.
Trevor Pickett will get his chance here. T be laid down at the 21-yard line. 31-yard attempt into the wind.
Marshall Surovic to hold. Good snap, kick is
Good
up.
kick, good
It's
hard,
got the
strong
distance.
kick. And it's way wide left. The wind caught a hold of that thing and took a left turn for it. So Stings come up empty on this drive, but they hold the ball. Ronnie started again. The drive started at 8:40 down to 1:36, basically 7 minutes.
7 minutes, right. Nice drive. Just hate to come out of one like that with no points on the board. But you've got some confidence, if nothing else, to build on that you can run the ball on these guys, as they did one pass in that entire 8-minute drive.
They just need a good defensive stand here. Take it again over. Both teams started out with a 3-and-out drive. Tech City, this is Bush's actually their second drive. So they began with a 3-and-out. See how they go here.
Justin Williams, not much there at all.
Quick out route read quickly by Jarek Charles. Nice job also. Christian Weaver trying to fight off his block, actually turned that play back inside. Giving Charles a chance to make a good little stick right there.
Second and 11. Again, number 5, Wade Freeman, the quarterback. Man comes in motion from the near side. Handoff caught in the backfield. Nothing doing there. Mr. Hinton smelled that one out.
He sure did.
Mr. Homecoming King.
That's right.
Had the parade Wednesday afternoon and the homecoming pep rally where he was named Homecoming King. We'll find out who his, what would that be? Not a running mate.
His queen.
His queen, okay, yeah.
This is his queen.
Freeman rolls out to the far side, looking to throw. Pump fakes, now he's going to throw it. Caught, and just no, he said, did he say no?
I can't tell what he said.
He
I
must
think he
have
said
because
no.
they're bringing the ball back.
I thought he said catch.
Yeah.
And then
so that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 18. Punter Arriaga will be back. He'll be standing right on the goal line, but again, he's got that wind to help him with the punt.
You remember, I say that snap is a little suspect. Think you might see something before the game is over. A little wobbly. Daquan Thompson standing at the Bush 47-yard line. Good snap this time. Good rush this time as well. Thompson lets it bounce at the 45, has a good bounce, picks it up at his own 45, crosses midfield and be horse-collared there immediately at midfield.
Should mark it at the 49.
Should
be
marking at the 40. They're going to mark it.
They're putting it back at the 45. Oh, no, here we go. Okay. They're going to move it back up now.
He should be at midfield.
Yeah,
there he is. Okay,
right
I didn't see him over there amidst all those Broncos.
Yeah.
So in 3-and-outs for the Broncos, they have -8 yards and -7 yards. Remember, They had those 2 penalties on their last possession. Really was their Achilles heel there. This time, just a great defensive stand for Texas City. They began this drive with some excellent field position.
That's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break while they switch to the short side of the fields and be back in just a minute. That was a quick break.
It was a quick break, yeah.
They had to move the ball about the length of a football.
Heathcock gives to Ford. Ford cuts to the right and is hit. Picks up about 3 yards, crosses midfield.
Alexander Wade with the stop for the Broncos. Fort Bend ISD, first year these Galveston County schools playing in the same district with these guys. A couple of them familiar from playoffs in the last year or so.
Heathcock goes under center. This time,
nice hole.
the call goes, I believe he's going to have a first down.
Yes, it's going to be right at, yep, they're going to move it. First down just past the 40.
Ford totes the mail on that one. And another Texas City first down. Brings up 1st and 10. Last drive, Sting started at the 33 and stalled at the 20. So this time, a little better field position starting with. First man through gets the call. Knee was down. Looked like there's a scramble for the ball. Look at the Neffy Hernandez is the carrier. Knee was down. Picks up 4 on the carry.
Tripped up by Marquise Gardner and then finished off by number 65, Samuel Azee. Second and 6 for the Stings. The downhill side of the field at the Broncos' 35-yard line.
Thompson keeps up the middle, spins out of a tackle and is able to be tackled forward. Going to pick up a first down. Nice tough little run there. Pickup of 8 yards and a first down for Texas City.
Wade, one of the first white jerseys there for Bush. But again, Stings move the chains and quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to get everybody they need on the field. Plenty of time on the play clock. Actually, that was just the quarterback, right?
Thompson with Frank Hernandez in the backfield. And now we have the first penalty on Texas City. Motion before the snap. Dante Hayes kind of playing that little tight end, slot tight end position. Robert Frank the back. And we've got another 5 yards against Texas City.
Back it up 5 more, and it'll be 1st and 15. You know, when Bush got the motion penalty against them, it came in pairs. They got 2 in a row.
That's right, they did, didn't they?
Yes.
And it killed that drive.
Yes, it did. Actually, look at here. This one is against Bush.
I stand corrected.
Yeah,
I
yes.
did not see.
Well, Texas City did too. They were upset at themselves and were backing up 5. So that'll work. Back up 5, move it back up. Forward 5, so we'll play 1st and 10.
Got to mark that one out. That's right. That's a gimme back right there. So again, Thompson under center. Robert Frank gets the call. He's touched in the backfield, but not hindered, and he rambles forward for very close to the first down. We'll call it a gain of 9, down to the 22-yard line.
Stopped by Miles Rice, senior defensive end.
Again, you're getting a look at Robert Frank First drive was Jarvis Ford, and now you've got Robert Frank. Thompson keeps Hernandez around the side, and tell you what, read well by the Bush defense.
Number 41 did nothing but is that 41? .47. I missed a little dash at the top
there.
of it.
A little hard to read from up here. I agree with you.
Cameron Johnson on the stop.
Loss of 3 on the play.
3rd and 4, and as the Broncos move forward, the ball is snapped. We'll see who gets the call. It'd be nice if it was against Bush and be a first down. Offsides.
There we go.
Mark it off 5 and be a first down for Texas City. Huh? He said still 3rd down. There you go. Attaboy.
Had a tough time adding that one up.
Yeah.
1st and 10, fresh set of downs for Texas City. Ball just outside the 15-yard line. Robert Frank gets a pitch, follows behind Hayes, as well as Lorenzo Beza, and picks up a nice 4-yard carry there. 4 yards in a cloud of dust, and then 4 yards in a cloud of
rubber pellets. Yeah, that's it.
Down to 7 minutes, right under 8 minutes here. 7:55 in our second quarter. No score so far. Heathcock back in under center. Robert Frank, the tailback. Long snap count. Frank gets the call and runs immediately into big number 45.
Elijah Meyer was right there plugging the hole.
Picks up a yard, makes it 3rd and 5.
From the 10.
Elijah just stepped right into that hole and did, like you say, plugged it up. Again.
Stings in the red zone do not want to come away with no points this time.
Daquan Thompson from the shotgun this time.
Sees
Thompson takes it.
Ball's out.
Stripped. And I'm not sure
Thompson
if he fell back on it.
But it's going to be at about the 7. It's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down. Actually, that wasn't.
Yeah, Thompson didn't fall on it. It was number 40, Anthony Nixon.
Boy, nice job. Nice alertness by Nixon.
Looks like Thompson had the momentum to get him where he needed to go, but
he was
Bush was going for the ball.
Exactly. He was right at the 5. He had the first down, but you're right. They were going for that ball, and they did their job. So now it's 4th and 2 from the 7. Texas City looks like they're going to go for it.
Thompson will be under center this time. Jarvis Ford and Effie Hernandez in the backfield. Daquan takes it, goes straight ahead.
Yeah,
he's got the first down.
Absolutely.
Nice job by that inside.
Going to mark it at the 4.
Darian Trials, Lorenzo Beza, Ramsey Ramirez. The big fellows inside just paving the way. And that quarterback sneak netted about 4 yards.
Yeah, nice job.
And a big first down.
Sting fans salute the first down. New set of downs. 1st and goal.
Robert Frank.
Jarvis
Ford.
Nope.
Powers Ford.
They're going to be just shy. Inside the 1.
Looked like they had a nice little hole there.
Meyer on the stop. Just shy of the goal line. You see the ball sitting right there.
Daquan Thompson again goes under center. Snap. Thompson takes it himself, pushed forward by Hernandez.
No call from the
still no call.
Side judges. He's still no call.
It's a slow
touchdown.
Pop. There we go. He just wanted to wait until he got up close and personal.
Want to make sure the camera was focused.
Texas City breaks the ice here. And 5:23 left in the second quarter with their first score here. On homecoming night, making the home crowd, giving them something to clap and cheer about. Trevor Pickett comes on to attempt the extra point. Cervic will hold. Snap is there, kick is up. And it is good. So with that, Stings take the lead here on homecoming night, 7-0 with 5:23 left in our second quarter.
Hey, do you remember who?
Kicking off here, Cervic, and I believe there's a
flag.
Flag?
Oop.
Or maybe we just weren't ready. Tech City drive, 12 plays, 50 yards. And if I am reading this correctly, it started at the first quarter when it's 5 minutes left, so it was a 6.5 minute drive.
Nice, nice. Have an 8-minute drive and a 6-minute drive. That's ball control.
We are back. Actually, Trevor Pickett doing the kickoff duties for Texas City.
Lanier and Montgomery back for the Broncos.
Pickett gets his foot into this one all the way back to the 2.
Lanier's got it, like Dennis said, at the 2. He's got some room to run and finally gets hit hard at the 22, dropped at the 20. I believe was that Nathan Stahl?
It's Nathan Stahl. Nice coverage there. Ball will just outside the 20. You want to catch him inside the 20, but I tell you what, that was a nice job of coverage. George Bush begins with their third possession of the night. With 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first half.
Freeman in the shotgun. Man standing to his left. He'll look to throw, fires out to the near side. It's caught by Lanier. Lanier breaks a couple of tackles and crosses the 30. Ball's on the ground, but nope, they're going to say he was down.
Yeah, he was down. Nice job covering up with Ralph Anderson, picking him up. And Bush immediately with their first down of the half. Gain of 12.
2 wideouts to either side on first down now. Freeman looking to throw again. Pump fakes. Now he throws it with wide open is exactly right. Caught at the 35 and goes down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Marshall Cervic and Christian Weaver have to chase him down. And I tell you what, if he didn't have to stop and wait for that ball, we'd be Bush would be celebrating a touchdown.
And that was freshman to freshman. Number 26, Deshaun Hodge, a 9th grader as well, caught that ball from the freshman Wade. And Texas City will quickly call a timeout with 4:48 to play in the first half. We'll take the break. Stings on top, 7-0. The Broncos ready to go as the fake snap from the quarterback draws Texas City off sides. They'll step off 5 yards against the Stings, put the line of scrimmage inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. So 1st and 5 now for the Broncos. 2 wideouts to either side. Freeman does that snap fake again, doesn't draw Texas City this time. Oh, and now we've got
snap fake draws his team off.
3 of them. It was in uniform. I mean, they were all together.
All the wide receivers decided they were going to go on the cadence.
Man. So we're playing this 5 yards forward, 5 yards back game pretty well, but on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, isn't that funny? It's just funny the way it happens.
Yeah.
It's the 5th 5-yard penalty of the night for the Broncos. So we're back to 1st and 10.
Handoff. The ball's on the ground. Texas City's got it. Dante Hayes recovers the fumble.
Tell you what, not sure what the decision was, but it was pulled out and tried to hold on to it, and it just fell into no man's land.
So the first turnover of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, not the first fumble. Tech City fumbles, but they held on to it.
Right.
Looking back, Bush, they only lost 5 fumbles. They fumbled 11 times and lost 5 on the season. So 3 plays. They cover a lot of yards. 52 yards in 3 plays, but put it on the ground. This one, reverse, coming to Daquan Thompson. Thompson back to the line of scrimmage. And I tell you what, well read by the Broncos.
Dorsey and Wade finally forced him out of bounds.
So second down. 2nd and 4, 6 yards on a double reverse. Heathcock under center. Trips to the near side. Ball given to the tailback is Ford, and Ford will fall forward for about a yard.
Pinsay Noku on the stop.
He said what?
Yeah. No coup.
No coup. He said no coup for you.
No come here. Ain't going to happen. He made a stop. He's said several stops tonight.
Good name for a defender, right?
That's right, and he's just a junior.
Daquan Thompson. We're switching quarterbacks back and forth, so Thompson is in on this play. Dante Hayes is the man in motion. I tell you what, Ford gets tripped up in the backfield and gets credit for getting back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tell you what, just tripped over the pile. Had he been able to get over that pile, he had wide open real estate. And it's definitely easier to see from up here than it is down there.
Yes,
I guarantee you that.
Absolutely.
So Texas City started with a 3-and-out. Next drive, 13 plays, 47 yards, missed field goal. Next drive, 12 plays, 50 yards, and a touchdown. And then back to a 3-and-out here. Cervic will punt this when it gets blocked.
Yes, it did.
And the Bush Broncos will take over at the 44-yard line. He'll get credit for about a 22-yard punt. With 3:08 left in our first half. Lots of exciting things coming up on halftime. I want you to make sure you stay at your TV and watch. Going to be crowning of the queen, or your computer, or a crowning of the queen tonight.
So the Broncos from Fort Bend Bush have 3:08 to work with here in the second quarter. Handoff. Trying to get outside, but nothing doing there.
Nice job on defense, Alan Mull. I'm sorry, it's not Alan Mull.
Jarek
Charles
right?
left the one off, or added a 1 on there. Jarek Charles, boy, great job of penetration. Loss of 5. Tell you what, Bush, surprisingly, first 2 plays of the last drive, put it in the air. And had trouble getting it on the ground. See what they do. Movement in the backfield, but no call.
Wade with the ball, but he's going nowhere.
Terrible. Tell you what, tons of activity in that backfield.
And a flag comes in at the end of the play.
Dante Hayes back there just stirring up trouble.
Believe they're going to call, I believe it's going to be a face mask.
It would have been a loss of another 3 yards, but they're going to get 15.
Yep. So the 15-yard kind will move it inside into Stingery territory all the way down to the 45-yard line.
And gives Bush a needed first down here with 2:28 left in the half. Thought maybe you could get the ball back here. It was going to bring up 3rd down, and that's an automatic first.
Handoff goes to Montgomery. Montgomery scoots forward across the 40 down to the 39. Gain of 6.
Daquan Thompson on the stop for Texas City. Quarterback keeps. He's
nowhere to
in
go.
trouble.
Nice
job by Devontae Hinton.
All the way back to the 45-yard line. I'm going to mark it at the 46.
Loss of 14.
Of Bush, yes.
Got all that penalty yardage back in one play.
Wow.
Hinton, I tell you what, looking at the stats earlier, did not see many sacks on Texas State. I'm not sure how they list them, but I think only one on the season. I think that would definitely classify as a sack
Yes.
and definitely a tackle for loss. However you want to classify it, it was a big defensive play. And clock ticks down to 1 minute and 16 seconds.
Freeman ready to go. Man goes in motion to the far side. He'll roll that way. Looking to throw.
To give it all right here.
Yes, he does. Got 2 Stingarees down there as well. Nice defense.
Ball was just knocked away. Very nice job of defense given there by Xavier Simpson.
I believe there's a I don't see the flag, but the officials were talking like there was an ineligible man downfield. I still don't see the flag, but
yeah,
that's exactly what they're talking about.
Decline it.
They should.
Maybe you can get the ball with a few seconds left.
Yeah.
So we are down.
4th down.
Fourth down. That's right.
Ineligible man downfield.
So we've got 1:03 left in the game. We could definitely use a wind-blown punt over the punter's head. Try to pad this lead a little bit. Not real comfortable with 7-0.
Fourth and 19.
Daquan Thompson at his 12-yard line. And we got movement. And I tell you what, forget the movement. I like the snap over his head. If he hadn't moved, Texas City would have had some really nice field position there.
Can we decline it?
Come on,
take
kids,
the ball
stay
back
still.
Here? Yeah.
I told you. I tell you what, that's a suspicious little snap there, and too bad it came at that time. You doubt that something like that's going to happen 2 times in a row. Again, we got 1:03 left in the first half.
Boy, you know, this first half went by quick. And the last
first quarter went by quick.
Well, yeah, and then the last 3 plays have taken 20 minutes, it feels like.
The penalty police have shown up.
Yes, they have. I think delay of game against Texas City will be another penalty.
Wow, I didn't get that one. I thought they moved.
Yeah.
That's, anyway.
So after all that, it's 4th and 14. Look, he just did it again.
Still moving.
He moved again, but they didn't throw the flag this time.
Punt goes almost straight up.
We'll be down at about the 36-yard line, so Texas City will have 56.8 seconds left to play with. And 64 yards to go.
Stings have 1 timeout. Thompson will go from the shotgun here. He gets out of the rush and just lets this one go. And
there's a flag.
We got a flag.
Wow.
That play took about 16 seconds.
After all that, and there was actually
Thompson
pass interference. Wow.
Rolls to the far side, gets chased, comes back to the near side, gets a couple of really crucial blocks in the backfield
Yes,
to keep
he did.
him free.
He sure did. And just chunked it downfield. All the officials together at the 50-yard line discussing this one. Here comes the call. Holding against Bush. Will put the ball at the 46-yard line, the Stings' own 46, with 44 seconds to go.
Well, anything could happen, right?
Well, we just saw that.
Thompson again. Brings it to Athens.
Actually,
Heathcock,
that's
I'm
Heathcock,
sorry.
yeah.
Puts this one up, and it's going to be, falls harmlessly to the ground downfield. 8 ticks went off the clock.
Good defense by the Broncos. Nobody really open for Heathcock to get the ball to. So he wisely throws it to the sideline. Stops the clock with 36.2 seconds.
Second 10, Heathcock again in the backfield. He'll run from the shotgun on this play. Lots of pressure there. Going to throw this one away as well. Appeared to be a screen as much as the the defenders came through the gaps. I tell you what, thought it was a screen, but didn't see anything set up to look like a screen, other than the rush.
Well, yeah. It's going to bring up third down, 3rd and 10. And with 30 seconds left, there's a little bit of a danger that the Broncos might get the ball back.
Well, you know, almost on that play, if it had been a screen set up, I tell you what, they had their ears pinned back and coming hard. Thompson will come back in this time on this 3rd down and 10. Again, 30 ticks left on the clock. Stings on top 7-0. And designed run, draw play. Thompson picks up 15 down to the 40-yard line.
Finally stopped by number 19, Javian Smith, but not before the Stings pick up the first down. They'll quickly.
Clock will start.
Go back to the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
17 seconds. Thompson will be brought down in the backfield at the 50-yard line. Loss of 9.
Stings call a timeout. We'll take the break as well with 9.5 seconds left to play in the first half. Stings on top 7-0.
Coach Ronnie Hazard has it all figured out.
Yeah.
How do we do it?
That's why we're up here and not down there with the other kind of headset.
Exactly. Heathcock receives, going to be the out route that we talked about. And
there it is.
Servik catches it. Nice job. Gain of 15. So it'll be 3rd and 5.
4 seconds to play in the half. Good crowd on hand.
Sending in the field goal unit.
Got the win. Might as well give it a shot.
Give it a shot. This will be a 52-yarder.
Junior Trevor Pickett will give it a shot.
He just lined it up like it's a kickoff.
Yeah. Oh, and Servik wasn't ready. They snapped it and weren't quite ready for it. Servik hadn't told them to snap the ball yet, but that's okay. That will do it for the first half. We'll go to the locker rooms with Texas City on top 7-0. Don't go away. Some great halftime entertainment coming right back at you.
The Stingeray Teacher of the Week is Mr. Thomas. The Stingeray Cheer Girl of the Week is Kaya White. The Stingeray Dancer of the Week is Lauren Rankin. The Stingrays are under the direction of Miss Ashley Hardy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our homecoming queen candidate. First, Tara Diane Dean. Tara is the daughter of Robert and Deanne Dean. She is being escorted this evening by her grandfather, Doug Caldwell. Tara is a member of the Stingerette dance team, where she currently serves as senior lieutenant. For the past 2 years, she received the award for most dedicated Stingerette. Tara is active in student council and senior steering and serves as senior class president. She is also involved in Interact, Redefining Beautiful, Key Club, and Youth in Government. Tara participated in the school musical Legally Blind, was selected for the Junior Rotarian program, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Tara is in Health Science Technology, serves as treasurer of Red Cross and secretary of HOSA. In her free time, Tara enjoys reading, shopping, attending church, hunting, and baking. She feels blessed to be surrounded by amazing friends and family daily. Her motto is, do not pray for things to get easier, pray to become stronger. Tara has been accepted into San Houston State University, where she plans to pursue a career in nursing. Tara Diane Dean. Rosie Diaz. Rosie is the daughter of Rosie Fernandez and Lucio Diaz. She is being escorted this evening by her mother. Rosie is a 3-year member of the Stingerette dance team, where she served as a social officer her junior year and currently serves as a lieutenant. Rosie is a 2-year member of Spanish National Honor Society, which has taught her the value of helping her community. She is also a member of Student Council, Senior Steering, Key Club, and Interact. In her free time, she loves to relax. She also enjoys family time. Her motto is, you've got to dance like there's nobody watching, love like you'll never be hurt, sing like there's nobody listening, and live like it's heaven on earth. After graduation, Rosie plans to attend a 4-year university and continue her education in nursing. She hopes to reach her goal of becoming a nurse practitioner. Rosie's future plans are to help as many people as she can and make a mark on this earth. Rosie Diaz. Haley Andrea King. Haley is the daughter of Holly Jones and Andrew King. She's being escorted tonight by her father and grandfather, Danny Jones. Haley is a 4-year member of the Lady Springs varsity volleyball team. She is also active in student council, the Senior Steering Committee, National Honor Society, and Forensic Science Club. Haley is a member of Texas Association of Future Educators and is in the top 5% of her graduating class. In her free time, Haley enjoys going out to eat, watching movies, drawing, and spending time with her family and boyfriend. Haley's motto is, hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. After graduation, Haley plans to attend Texas Tech University and earn a degree in marketing. Haley Andrea King. Sierra Sam. Sierra is a 2-year member of the Texas Tech, where she currently serves as the varsity coach. She would like to thank her coaches, Lori Forte, Lindsay Owen, Mark Block, and NCCC, for pushing her to succeed. Sierra has also participated in 5 theatrical productions of Texas City like Bobby Joe Davis, for every part she was cast in, who they didn't mall. Sierra has been part of Texas City ISD World Department since the 5th grade at Levi Price. It was there she gained a passion for singing. She continues to sing in the Texas City High School Master Chorale and currently serves as captain of the show choir. Sierra is also a competitive singer. She auditions every year for the TCvBushBroncos and TCvBA All-State competition. Sierra would like to thank her voice lesson teachers, Marcia Callis and Timmy Ray, along with her choir director, Kathy Skinner and Rico Hamilton. And last but not least, Sierra would like to thank her mom and dad for always supporting her. Outside of school, Sierra enjoys traveling, exercising, volunteering at the local food bank, and food kitchen. Sierra would like to thank her class of 2015 and God for allowing her this opportunity as a homecoming team champion. Her motto in life is, you try, you fail, you try, you fail, but the only 2 failures when you stop trying. After graduation, Sierra plans to attend the University of Houston in the fall and major in communication. Go Crew. Sierra Sam. Ashley Elizabeth Thompson. Ashley is the daughter of Brian and Jackie Thompson. She is being escorted tonight by her father. Ashley is a 2-year member of the Texas City High School Lady Springs volleyball team. Ashley was also a member of the Stingerette dance team for 2 years, where she was awarded the New Girl of the Year award by her sophomore year, and Stingerette of the Year her junior year. Ashley has participated in the school musical Legally Blonde as a backup dancer. Ashley is a member of the Texas Association of Future Educators, where she has served as secretary for the organization and is currently the vice president. She is a 2-year member of Ready, Set, Teach, Interact, Student Council, OSEC, and the Forensic Science Club. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Senior Steering Committee, and a 3-year member of Redefining Beautiful. Ashley has participated in Leads, Lilac, and as a junior Rotarian. In her free time, Ashley enjoys hanging out with her 2 younger sisters, playing volleyball, spending time with her family, and attending church. Ashley's motto is, you should start each day with a thankful heart. After graduation, Ashley plans to attend Sam Houston State University to pursue a degree in education. She would like to worked as a kindergarten through 4th grade elementary school teacher and later become an elementary school principal. Ashley Elizabeth Thompson. Assisting with the crowning of our 2014 homecoming queen is your 2013 homecoming queen, Cassie Igas. Cassie is currently attending Carleton State University in Stephenville, majoring in nursing with a minor in psychology. We also have Texas City High School Principal Miss Holly LaRoe, Student Council President Cameron Cotton, and your 2014 homecoming king, Devontae Hinton, assisting with the crowning of your queens. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Your 2014 Texas City High School homecoming queen is Miss Hallie King.
Both teams back on the field as we get ready to start second half action here in just a minute. Texas City on top 7-0. And Dennis, Texas City has gotten their ground game running, but it's just kind of been between the 20s.
Well, you're right. Something happens in down inside that red zone or that seems to kind of stall the Stings. They're just going back and looking at the possessions. Texas City starts off with a 3-and-out. And then the next possession, they drive the ball, 13 plays, 47 yards. They take 8 minutes in that drive and come away with a missed field goal. the next drive, they're able to take 12 plays, 50 yards, and they score a TD. And then go right back to the 3-and-out. So, you feel like they've kind of figured some things out and then right back to 3-and-out. At the end of the game, really, they had the ball with just under 2 minutes to try to make it, or just under a minute, I guess, to try to make something happen in halftime. So you really don't count that possession. But you look back at Fort Bend, Bush, their first 2 possessions were negative yardage. They had negative 15 yards after the second possession, 2 3-and-outs. And then the next possession, 2 pass plays. Gained 52 yards on those 2 pass plays, and when they go back to the run, they fumble the ball, and Texas City takes over. So it's just really, you're looking at a 7-0 game. It's really, just, honestly, seemingly been a, I guess you call it a defensive battle, but it just hasn't been real pretty on either side of the ball. Some big plays back and forth. Texas City really hasn't broken out for any large runs or any big gains. It's just been grinding it out.
They haven't. They've been solid with that 4 to 7 or 8 yards a carry, maybe 3 to 7 yard carry type of running game, but that should be, you would think it would interpret to more on the scoreboard, but like you said, it just hasn't been able to get it across into the orange end of the field. Texas City kicks off. Pickett with a short kick taken at the 25-yard line, looking for some running room across the 30, and will go down at the 32-yard line.
Nathan Stahl, first man there.
Chris Thomas on the return for the Fort Bend Bush Broncos. Kind of, Dennis, you had some interesting stats some interesting information from Fort Bend ISD that's just crazy how it's grown out there.
It really is amazing. We at Fort Bend is something new to Texas City. We've not been used to facing these teams, and sometimes in the play. Marshall 2 years ago in the playoffs, Ridge Point last year in the playoffs. But you realize Ridge Point's only 4 years old.
Exactly.
Marshall is not that much older. Fort Bend Bush, the team we're playing tonight, is less than 10 years old. I was looking at the numbers here. The Elkins opened in '92. Bush opened in 2001. I guess they are 13 years old. Marshall opened up in 2002, and then Ridge Point opened up in 2010. In 1963, which was 50 years ago, there were 600 students, and now there's over 70,000 students in the district.
11 high schools, 63 campuses, elementary, junior high, and middle school and high school.
And it's the 7th largest school district in the state of Texas. And you think about Houston, Austin, San Antonio. I mean, those are some pretty big school districts, but they rank right up there in one of the largest districts in the state.
Well,
and they're still growing.
Exactly. And for people around here to give you some kind of a comparison, they're about the same size as Katy ISD, maybe even a little bit bigger than Katy ISD. So it's just yeah, you're right, growing leaps and bounds in that area. We played Willow Ridge many moons ago, about 94 in the playoffs, somewhere right in there. It was almost like a stepping stone in the Rusty Dowling era that got Texas City over the hump in a playoff game, and then the rest is history, if you will.
And back when you played them, Willow Ridge was a new school. They were. In '79 was their beginning.
Exactly.
I think we played them in the playoffs in the early '80s, right?
Yes, it was. It was early in Coach Dowling's career. 3rd and 8 now for the Broncos. The ball sitting at the 35, just across the 35-yard line. The Broncos own 35. They look to the sideline to get a play. New quarterback, number 10, is Jazz Johnson. He's a junior.
Johnson has been the quarterback. Actually, he's the one with the stats as he come into the game. In the district leader stats.
Little throwback caught
Johnson.
by Justin Williams.
I tell you what, nice defense coming up first of all with Christian Weaver getting him at the ankles at about the 38-yard line and finishing him off.
A yard shy of the first down, so that'll bring on the punt unit. Well, like you said, don't know why the freshman was starting the entire first half, but now as you start the second half, Jazz Johnson, the junior, who's gone most of the season for them. And one of the first thing he does is hits Justin Williams, who's his leading receiver, that has 17 catches for 258 yards on the season. But they'll punt. Texas City with a big rush, but don't get to it. That one's going to hit at the 25 and take a Bronco roll inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. That's where Texas City will take over, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
50 yards on the punt. Going back and talking about Jazz Johnson, he actually is the number 2 passer in the district. 142 attempts, 80 completions. He's 56%. Has thrown 9 interceptions and 4 TDs. But again, he is number 2 in the district. And Bush coming into this game really kind of ran back and forth, rushing 922 on the season and passing 1095. So a little over 100 yards difference in their rushing and passing, so fairly, between. We haven't seen them really be either productive on either side tonight. And so not a way you like to start the half with a penalty.
Yep, flag on the play. Stings will back it up 5 yards. That'll back it up to the 12.
Stings into the first half with 4 penalties for 30 yards. They give into the right side. Xavier Simpson will pick up about a yard or 2 of that penalty yardage back.
Second and 13 now for Texas City.
Heathcock under center. Call goes to Ford. Ford is hit in the backfield, spun around, and he'll go down for a 3-yard loss. So that'll bring up, again, 3rd down and about 15, I guess. 3rd and 14 is what the clock says. We'll go with that. Deep in Sting territory.
And with this wind still blowing out of the south into the face of the Stings, not where you want to be with a 3rd and long.
Heathcock with Simpson and Ford, going to keep it himself. Takes off for right. He'll be out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a yard up to the 15. So this one will be punted into the wind. Again, from deep in Sting territory. Cervic standing at his own 2-yard line.
Montgomery and Wade back deep.
Good snap. Cervic takes this one immediately, punts it away. Low punt. Fielded at the 45-yard line, blocking the back, no call. And the Broncos will start off this possession with some excellent field position at the 31.
Exactly. Wade brings it back through their market right at the 31. It's like I was saying, just what you didn't want to do was face with a 3rd and long and then have to punt deep in your own territory. But Texas City's defense is going to have to step up now.
And the defense has not seen Johnston at the quarterback, so it'll be a different, little different look for them as they come out here in the second half.
2 wideouts to the far side, 3 here to the near side. Fires it out complete. Going to have a first down. Does I believe that's number 7, Lanier.
Cervic with the tackle right there on the sideline, but it's enough for the first down. Immediately gaining first down, go the Bush Broncos. Just kind of a little quick route there into the flat.
Johnson in the backfield by himself. 1st and 10 from the 20. The Stings 20. Run it right up the middle. He'll have a good 5 yards.
Johnson with his eye on Devontae Hinton. Watched him look like he was going to rush through the right side of the line, actually his right side of the line, and Johnson took it into the left side for about a 6-yard gain.
Again, the Broncos ready to go. Johnson steps back, 2-step drop, looking to throw it across the middle. Caught. hit just as he caught it, flips in the air, but holds on to it is Otis Lanier.
Popped by Xavier Simpson, but he does a great job of hanging on to the rock right there. Came down on his head.
He'll have the first down. It's 1st and goal for the Broncos now at the Texas City 6-yard line.
Broncos looking like a well-oiled machine on this drive.
Oh, I'm telling you.
3 plays so far. 10 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards. 2 first downs to go along with it.
Pitch coming to the outside. Nothing doing there.
Blew it up. Nathan Stahl blew up the block and then made the tackle.
That's number 9, the ball carrier, junior Alexander Wade.
Boy, Stahl goes through the block and still is able to make the tackle. Great effort right there. Brings up a 2nd down and goal from just outside the 10-yard line.
Johnson will go under center on 2nd down, handoff. Nothing doing there. One again, Sting
Call
defense.
his name again.
Alexander Wade.
And Nathan Stahl. Stahl finds a way, loss of 5.
They've developed a nice relationship.
Wade and Stahl.
Fan.
We'll keep calling those names.
There you go.
So that's a loss of, again, 5. So now we're looking at 3rd and goal from the 15.
Broncos looking to the sideline to get the play.
Going to 2 quick running plays, having success with the pass, and now looking to run.
Johnson will be in the pistol, takes the shot.
Looks, across the middle, skips it across the turf.
Had a man open for just a second, but couldn't quite get it to him as the ball hits the ground. It was Alexander Wade, the intended receiver.
Bringing
a tee
out.
That was Williams, number 2.
Thought they may try to go for it, but it looked like they're bringing a tee. Going to put some points on the board.
Arriaga. The tee will be at the 21-yard line, so it'll be a 31-yard attempt as they, at the last minute here, get their 11th player on the field, do the Broncos. Darren Hunter with the hold. Kick is up. It's got the distance.
Wide left.
But missed. So the Stings hold. Defense does a nice job. 1st and goal. And then they end up with a 4th and 15. Do the Broncos. So Texas City will take over on downs at the 20-yard line. Talked about it being homecoming, and there's a good group of alumni here from the class of 1974 having their 40-year reunion this year. Had a group of, in the first half, alumni cheerleaders that were out on the field with the varsity cheerleaders.
Looked like they were having a good time,
They
too.
did look like. Didn't see any hammies pulled.
Reverse coming down the field. He's at the 40. Christian Weaver trying to find his number. Sorry about that. Didn't know immediately who he was on the reverse. Weaver found the sideline and scoots it downfield.
Javian Smith finally catches up with him and stops him, but not before the big game.
38 yards. Largest play from scrimmage on the night for Texas City.
Stings are ready to go quickly again.
Daquan Thompson under center. This time pitches to Ford. Ford tries to cut it outside and scoots it up for about 3 yards, across the 40-yard line, down to the 39.
Stopped by Wade.
Five minutes and 20 seconds left in our third quarter here. Heathcock goes back in under center. Ford gets the call, has a block.
Flag down.
Tries to cut it, and when he tries to make the cut, he's brought down, gain of 6. Looks like it's going to be against the Broncos.
Linesman here on the near side is the one that threw the flag just as the ball was snapped. Oh, there you go, offsides against the Broncos.
Broncos' first penalty of the half. Basically, gain of 6. Take the penalty, lose a yard, but you actually gain it down. So
right. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 2.
Heathcock under center. Ford in the backfield. Ford gets the call. Cuts it outside.
Nice cut
able to
outside.
catch the corner to the 30. Makes a little quick move and is able to bring it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Nice 15, 14-yard run.
Javian Smith on the stop for the Broncos, but like Dennis said, not before Texas City moves the chains one more time with a first down.
Jarvis Ford with his longest run of the night, 14 yards. So 2 long plays coming, 2 long personal long plays coming on this drive. And now we're at that point of where we stalled in the past. This is where we need to kind of step it up here. Heathcock gives to Ford. Ford has a block, cuts it outside.
Nice.
Has
Nice
a block
cut.
in the corner, almost gets through. Is going to be down to the 13-yard line. Gain of 7.
You know, Dennis, we're in the first half. They seem to be more cutting the ball up towards the middle. Now they're cutting it outside and getting little extra yardage on each play.
You're right. Got this ball out the 20. This is will be the 5th play of the drive. 2 big plays, 38-yard reverse, 14-yard carry by Ford. Throw a penalty in there. 2nd and 3. Ford gets the call, hit in the backfield, but gets out of it and is able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 1, Jarvis Ford, again on the carry. He killed first by Broncos number 63.
So to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and, we'll call it 3rd and 2, 3rd and long 2. Taquan Thompson goes under center. Dante Hayes in motion.
Oh, people jumping all over
Trouble
the place.
with the snap. Trouble with the snap as
Yeah,
well.
Man.
Tell you what, that ball came popping up. And I believe Thompson just did a nice job being able to hold on to it, being able to grab it back. But we're again in that spot where it seems to kind of halt to a grind to a halt, and it has here. So Trevor Pickett will hustle onto the field to attempt a 30-yard field goal.
Put the tee down on the far hash mark right at the 20-yard line. Marshall Surovic to hold. Good snap. Kick is up.
It's no good.
Just short.
So from the 20 to the get it down to the 14-yard line.
Both teams trading missed field goals here as we are down to 2 minutes and 14 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter.
6 plays, 62 yards.
And the Broncos will take over at the 20-yard line.
Broncos so far in the half, their last drive covered a good bit of yardage, ended up with a missed field goal as well.
Johnson stays in at quarterback, hands it off right up the middle. Bounces off a tackle.
Taquan Thompson finally making the stop.
Cameron Montgomery was the running back. Fought hard for those 5 yards. 3 wideouts to the near side, 2 to the far side. Johnson in the backfield by himself on 2nd down. Takes the snap, fires it down, has a completion to Otis Lanier, but he's immediately brought down.
Marshall Cervic, Johnny on the spot, catches him about 1.5 yards from the marker, so it'll be third down and 2.
Johnson again alone in the backfield. Going to run it. He'll have the first down and about 2 extra yards. Clock stops and restarts on the first down. We're actually right at 1:15 seconds left in the third period here. Broncos' fourth play of their third drive of the half. Flushed out of the pocket is Johnson, looking for somewhere to go, and finally he'll get a yard or two, but that's about it. Devontae Hinton was right on him. He did a good job of getting away from Devontae.
Hinton thought he had him in the backfield. Ralph Anderson popped him, and he still got away from that. Picks up a tough couple of yards on the play.
Second and 8. And
that'll stop the clock.
That will stop the clock. A couple of anxious Broncos get out of the corral a little early.
And they weren't looking like they were coming out to block either.
No, they weren't.
Looked like they might have had the all or nothing play called. Yeah. We had 28 seconds left until the end of this third period. Stings on top 7-0.
Johnson and the Broncos ready to go. Johnson, 2-step drop back, looking to throw, firing it down the field. Nice. Yeah, defense by Marshall Cervic.
Cervic just stays step for step, eye on the ball, and reaches in and knocks it away.
Intended for Otis Lanier. Cervic breaks it up. That'll bring up third down, 3rd and 12. Caught it 13, 3rd and 13.
Big containment play here. Be nice to kind of flip this field. Tech City, 16 seconds from now, will be able to have the wind. And I think probably that's what Johnson is thinking about too. Got the wind for maybe 1 or 2 more plays here. But got to have a first down here.
Looking to throw. Nathan Stahl gets away from Stahl and still looking to throw. Has a man wide open and caught at.
Just got through saying we got to contain, and if you don't contain, that's what happens.
I believe that's
Big
number
play.
6, Darren Hunter, with the catch.
Just wide open there, waiting on the ball.
Yes, he was. Stahl had him in the backfield, couldn't quite bring him down, and Johnson did what he had to do to move the chains. First
3
and
seconds,
10.
2 seconds, 1 second. They won't get this one off, and they're going to be looking into the wind. That's the end of the third period. Broncos on the move, but Sting's on top right now, 7-0.
First and 10 as we start the fourth quarter for the Bush Broncos. Johnson in the backfield by himself like he has been most of this drive. Fires it downfield. Oh!
Wow. Tell you what, Ralph Anderson was thinking about 6.
Yes, he was.
And he's going to be thinking about that for a little bit. I tell you what, nice defense. But he was just a hair away.
Cameron Montgomery, the intended receiver, but like you said, Anderson stepped in there and just almost had him a nice one. Falls incomplete, 2nd and 10. Johnson steps back, throws this time short, as I believe Devontae Hinton was giving him pressure.
Exactly, had to get rid of that ball quick. Quarterback hurry there for Hinton.
That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Be the 9th play of this drive. And they've had one play, really one big play, 15-yarder. The pass when we thought we had him in the backfield for about a 15-yard loss.
Exactly. This time Johnson has a man in the backfield a step behind him. Takes it, rolls to that far side, looking to throw, has a man open and bounces it off the turf.
Got a flag, though.
Boy, right where the ball was thrown, too. Well, don't think I like the way where that flag was thrown.
Nope. You're not going to like it. This is a huge bailout if it is against Texas City.
Here comes the call.
How is it pass interference when the ball skips on the carpet?
Wow.
It was a totally uncatchable ball. I can understand a hold, but I cannot understand a pass interference.
Pass interference, right.
Wow, big break.
First down in Stingery territory at the 42-yard line for the Broncos. Handoff right up the middle and a decent little hole.
A host of stings on the stop. Daquan Thompson. And he's staying down.
Got an injury timeout on the field. We'll take the break as well and be back in just a minute.
Daquan Thompson walks off under his own power. Good to see him up and about. Pretty valuable to this team.
2nd and 4 for the Broncos from the Texas City 44-yard line. Johnson takes a two-step drop back, looking to throw, nowhere to go, gets flushed out of the pocket. Now he throws it downfield, caught at the 23-yard line by Otis Lanier. Lanier coming back to the ball.
Yeah, you said it right. Lanier did a great job, knew his quarterback was in trouble, came back to the ball, bailed him out there. Quick out route. This time he takes off without the ball.
Yeah, he did. He had his eyes getting ready to look down the field.
Christian Weaver.
That was Lanier again.
Right there on top.
2nd and 10.
Be the 12th play of this drive. 3rd drive of the half.
2 wideouts to either side for Jazz Johnson, the junior quarterback who's gone the distance this second half. Straight drop back. Now he steps up into the pocket looking to throw. He's got a man, throws a little bit behind Otis Lanier. And Lanier gets a hand on it but can't bring it in.
Receivers are talking to each other like somebody's done something wrong. Where are you? Why didn't you go this way? Why did this pass just really is thrown behind him? Johnson trying to throw on the run and just puts it behind him. If that pass had been on target, Bush had been celebrating 6 right now.
3rd and 10 now.
Said Johnson just seems to bounce back, though. A couple of incompletions in a row, and then he makes something happen. Pretty exciting quarterback back there. On the season has been over 50% on his passes. Has almost around 800 yards in the air this year.
They got a whistle just as the ball is snapped. Believe it might be delay of game. Back judge is the one that threw the flag. That's what it is.
Bush team look like they're going to be good in years to come. Got a couple of young players. Michael Rowe is a sophomore, and some of the district leaders. Jazz Johnson is a junior. The other kid that played earlier was a sophomore.
And this quarterback in the first half was a freshman.
Freshman, that's right. You rarely see that on a 5A team.
That's right. 3rd and 15 now for the Broncos. Straight drop back, looking to throw over the. Got a hand on it, did the intended receiver Otis Lanier.
I'm not sure if he wasn't just maybe thinking about getting hit didn't look like he really went all out for that ball.
He didn't look. All he did was stick a hand up, you know.
Because it really didn't seem like a horribly thrown ball.
Now with 10:45 to play in the game, Sting's on top 7-0. Broncos looking at a 4th and 15 from the Texas City 28-yard line. Looks like they're going to go for it, which I would expect them to do. Too long for a field goal against this against the wind like it's blowing tonight. So they're ready to go. And we've got
going to be the 14th play of the drive, and we've got a timeout.
Timeout. So we'll take the break. 10:45 to play in the game. Texas City leading 7-0. Out 4th and 15 for the Broncos from the Texas City 28-yard line. Straight drop back for Johnson, looking to throw. He's going to get in trouble, and he goes down at the 30-yard line. Got tripped up by, who was that, number 99, Charles Hawkins, I believe that was in there.
Hawkins knocked his man back into him.
Yeah.
I believe he hit his own man, but I tell you what, that's a big break for Texas City right there. Turnover on downs.
Johnson just never could get his feet back under him. Tried to get him back underneath him to throw the ball, but he just couldn't do it.
14 plays on that drive.
Sting defense makes the stop when they need to. So they'll have it 1st and 10, do the Stingarees at their own 30-yard line.
Call goes to Ford. Ford quickly hits the sideline. And again, looked like as he tried to cut, kind of slipped on the turf a little bit. Might need to check those shoes. Retread those puppies.
The Dukeway makes the stop.
Gain of 5 on the play, up to the 35. 10 minutes left in the ball game. Sting's on top 7-0. Heathcock gives it to Ford. Ford just kind of moseys along right there beside a couple of blockers. Settles up for a couple of yards up to the 37.
Texas City will play another beloved Thursday night game.
Yes, they will. Next week.
Next week.
Back at, I was going to say Walter Hall Stadium, but it's Kenneth Hall.
Kenneth Hall
Got Walter
Stadium.
Hall on the brain there, Ronnie.
Playing Willow Ridge next week.
Ford gets the call. He has the first down.
Yes, he does. Nice job going right off the right side.
Just enough for it.
It's like number 47, Cameron Johnson, gets off the bottom of the pile for Bush.
And really what you like the referee to do at this point, keep that arm to wind in that clock.
That's right.
Keep the clock running. Bush made a run at it. I tell you what, 14 plays, took 50 yards, but only took about 4 minutes off the clock. Quite a few incomplete passes. So Stings with 1st and 10.
Nice cut back.
Motion goes Christian Weaver with the carry. Going to pick up 3 yards up to the 45, 44-yard line. Xavier Simpson is the tailback as of now. On the rotating basis, Hernandez continues to be the fullback. Simpson gets the call,
nice
cuts in, spins off a movement, thought he was going to get by, but looked like the same man he spun off of went down low and took him out.
Number 46, Quaylin Dorsey,
Whew.
did a good job of holding on to him because Simpson was a step away from breaking that
He
one.
was. A good-looking 6-yard gain right there. Had he got out of the grip, you might be watching his back right now. Carlos Frank comes to the near sideline. quick hitter, Neffy Hernandez, gets the call up the middle, and he'll pick up the first down. Nifty 3-yard run there. Nice way to reward the hard the hard worker up there.
Well, that's right.
Hernandez blocking on every play,
Tell you
opening
what,
holes.
Those fullbacks just don't get the credit
Nah.
that they deserve, and Neffy has been one of those this year for the Stingarees.
Jarvis Ford, tailback of choice on this play. Ford will get the call. Sticks it up in the middle. Boy, keeps his feet driving and going to pick up a good 6 yards.
Boy, stayed low and, like you said, just kept driving his feet. Had Larvion Vinzant and Marshall Servik leading the blocking for him up front, and they just pushed him forward.
Sting's drive is 7 plays. Got a gain of 5, gain of 1, gain of 4, gain 3, gain 6, gain 3, gain 6. It just chewing it up.
There.
2nd and 4. Ford. Wow. Immediately. I kind of got taken out on that play. He's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Javian Smith on the stop. You talk about Texas City eating up the yards. The nice thing about this drive, they're eating up the clock as well.
Exactly.
Already down to under 6 minutes, 5:50 and counting.
Started with 10 on the clock, 10:20. So just almost coming up to the 5-minute mark of the drive. Big third down here, 3rd and 3. Ford gets the call. I'll tell you what, penetration big time by the Broncos. Ford's going to lose a yard.
Number 33, Pense Noku.
I guess I shouldn't have started bragging on him. Got impressed with the 3 yards and a cloud of pellets.
It's going to be 4th and 3 for Texas City. Line of scrimmage, the Broncos 41.
Big decision here. Texas City maybe going to try to draw them off sides, perhaps. Only 10 seconds left on the clock, so not a whole lot of time to make that happen. Heathcock goes under center. Almost makes it happen. And now we will call the timeout.
Now the flags come out. Not sure exactly what was going on there.
I'm not either. It's okay to have a flag. You got another couple of yards to punt the ball.
Yeah.
At this point, but it looked like the coaches didn't know if they were going to call a timeout or not, or who was designated to call the timeout, if they were going to. So I'm not even sure right now if we're at a time. We haven't given any signal. Is there a timeout or a flag or what? Thank you. Timeout, Texas City. We'll take it with them right here. Got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in our ball game. Texas City on top, 7-0.
After the Texas City timeout, Sting's looking with a little different formation there.
Real different. Ball snaps over Daquan Thompson's head. Thompson throws this pass to Marshall Servik, who was the center.
He's got the
first down. He stationed himself at the first down.
Nice play.
Unbelievable play. How that worked. I don't know if they drew it up that way. Okay, I'm going to snap it over your head. I don't think that's how they drew it up.
Go back, get the ball. I'll be standing 2 yards past the first down marker.
Writing that down as the miracle 4-yard first down pass.
Well, what a heads-up play for Marshall Servik to know where to go on the field.
Exactly.
I mean,
he was leveled after he caught the ball.
Yes, despite what took place before that, Servik knew right where to go. So the Stingarees moved the chains, 1st and 10 at the Broncos 35-yard line.
Big first down. Ford gets the call, tough sledding. Couple of yards, crosses over the 35-yard line. But like you say, the main thing is Texas City keeping possession of the ball and the clock continuing to run.
Maybe Tanya makes the stop.
Maybe Tanya. Bush packing the box now. Just fixing to say, you pack that box, you get past the level and get in the second level. Ford is going to be gone. He has a nice 5-yard pickup there.
Going to be 3rd and 4 for Texas City.
Broncos had 9, 10 men in the box on that play. And here they go again. No safety back. All players are within 5 yards of the ball. Sting's still 15 on the play clock. So they're going to let this thing run down. Ford gets the call. Very close to the first down. I think his knee might have gone down about a half a yard short.
Half a yard is about it. That's exactly right, Dennis.
So it is 4th, and you could actually say inches.
They've actually stopped the clock. They're going to take a look at it and see if they need to measure it, but I guess not because they picked the ball up.
Yeah, because that wasn't where he was brought down. I think, why are they measuring out there?
Yeah.
All right, big 4th down play. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in this ball game. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Daquan Thompson will go under center. 11 in the box here. Thompson takes the call, takes the snap, and this is going to be kind of a 10. Well, both referees coming running in on the line, and then as they get closer, they scoot it on up.
Yeah, to the 19 or to the 24. So Stingeries with a first down. Move the chains.
This will be the 16th play of the drive. I believe is that a fresh back? Is that Robert Frank? Nope, Xavier Simpson.
Simpson stopped by number 44, Muhammad Malik. Second and 6.
Down under 2 minutes, 1:45 left. In our exciting homecoming game. Very seldom do you see a Stingray game with 7-0 here. But we'll take it.
Absolutely.
We'll take it. Simpson gets the call, cuts outside, jumps over the man. If he could have just had his feet land in the right spot, but he got a first down there. Gain of 6 and a Texas City first down. And it's also interesting where you see the longest couple of runs from scrimmage. One of them was 38 and one of them was 14.
Got a timeout on the field. We'll take the break as well. 1:19 to play. Stings on top, 7-0.
Just talking about that first down, pretty well sealed the deal for Texas City. Daquan Thompson is in at quarterback. Texas City just going to – Neffy Hernandez gets a carry.
Broncos have one timeout left. I don't know if they'll think about using it or not.
Doesn't look like they will.
Nope.
And even if they did, they really can't. They have one time. It's still not, it's going to be ineffective. And I think you kind of realize that.
Under a minute to play now. 2nd and 8 for Texas City from the 12-yard line of the Broncos.
Play clock still with 10, so Thompson will wait. On the game clock is 36. Xavier Simpson gets the call, and Bush is going to call a timeout. And just, okay.
Yep.
I understand. You want to make it 4th down. But so with 28 seconds left in our game, Bush calls their final timeout. They don't want to leave one on the board. Don't leave any numbers on that board. We'll take you with them. Final play of the game. Looked like a victory formation. And Texas City, Zach Heathcock takes a knee, and that's it.
That'll do it. Want to remind you again, next Thursday night at 7 o'clock, Kenneth Hall Stadium, Texas City will take on Willow Ridge on their continued quest to make the playoffs. Once again, final score here at Stingery Stadium. Texas City 7, Fort Bend Bush Broncos nothing, as the clock now goes to 0, and this game is officially over. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Have a great week.